Welcome to another business and business owner entrepreneur improvement tip. And it's one that I've learned the hard way throughout my life. And it's 3 reasons why optimism wins. And, as I look at my life and, what's led to success, what's led to failure, if you do a self-audit on your life, and I was doing one recently as a business owner, as someone who's run businesses and seen a lot of success and failure over the last decade, and I can see the times when I was succeeding, there was a lot of optimism, nothing would drag me down, and then sort of piling on top of it when I was failing, the opposite was true, right? I was failing, I was having tough times, challenges, and I was complaining, I was whining, everything was negative. And when I've succeeded, it didn't mean that I didn't have a lot of challenges and hurdles to overcome, because I did, but because of the optimism and the positivity that I had flowing through me, those challenges were overcome, and I didn't let negativity get me down. So I want to break down these 3 keys and what I've learned over the years that may help you as a business owner, or just as someone who wants to succeed in your career, whatever you're doing in your family life, by getting rid of the negativity and being optimistic. So the first thing that you want to do to be optimistic, well, you've got to avoid criticizing. Instead, show empathy. In today's modern world, where we have so many social media feeds, we have so many avenues, we can go ahead and complain on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Snapchat. We can criticize so many people. We have the polarization of politics in this country and around the world, where there's just this incredible opportunity that people want to take advantage of and criticize. And the problem that happens is when you go down that road, you get stuck in it and addicted to it, and it drags down every area of your life. And so instead of criticizing, take a step back and show empathy. A recent experience that happened to me just in the last couple weeks, my wife and I just had our 5th child. And I was pulling out of the driveway, got all the 4 kids in the Suburban. We're going to go visit mom and the new baby. I'm pulling back, and boom, crunch. What the heck? I ran into a UPS truck. Kind of parked behind my driveway, behind this snow pile, because we get a lot of snow up here in Utah. And not good, got out, had some damage to the car, and really I could have started criticizing and yelling and screaming and losing my control at the UPS driver. Should she have been there? But I decided not to, because years ago I made a sort of an unofficial pledge that I was just going to not criticize. I was not going to talk negative about anybody at any time, to their face or not. It doesn't mean I wouldn't be practical and point out issues that need to be fixed. I certainly would do that. But instead of taking that opportunity to jump on that person, I pulled back and took control. I should have looked better. I should have been more careful. I should have paid better attention to the backup camera, right? And frankly, we needed to go see how mom and baby were doing. So I told the lady in the UPS truck, no problem, moved on. And since having made that decision to stop criticizing, to stop talking negatively about people, it's incredible. You have more empathy. When you make mistakes, which we all do, you realize how important it is to show empathy, to everybody around you. So avoid criticizing, the first step to being truly optimistic and seeing the benefits of optimism. Next, you want to be positive and avoid complaining. So we'll stop that criticizing, stop complaining is next. And, I think back to during the recession, I'd speculated and invested a lot in real estate, properties that weren't selling. And I want to say for a good 3 years, everything was someone else's fault. And I was complaining constantly about the real estate market tanking, about the stock market tanking, about how there was just so many things beyond my control. And day after day, complain, and it becomes like a snowball at the top of a mountain just going down, and before long it's just huge, and everything's negativity. Everything is someone else's fault. I'm a victim. This is BS. What the hell, right? And so we gotta be positive, and if you stop complaining, and I see this all the time with some of our clients and with business owners in general, you can either focus 100% on the problems or the solutions. If you're on the problems focusing, you're complaining, whining, right? So be positive, avoid the complaining, and just take that out of your life. You'll see magic happen. The last thing, build an optimistic habit. You know, there was this College of London that did a research study, and you know, we've kind of heard that it takes 21 days to build a positive or negative habit. And they actually determined that it takes closer to 66 days. For about the last 8 years, I've worked out consistently 4 or 5 times every single week and made that conscious decision. And yeah, I would say it was 2-3 months to where it really felt like a habit, and I couldn't even go a few days without working out, or I just didn't feel right. It didn't feel good. It was a complete habit. And the only time I've missed in the last 8 years was when I had sports hernia surgery. And so I would submit to you that optimism can be just like the habit of working out or eating right or whatever habit you're trying to establish in your life to improve your life. And to do that, yeah, it's going to take 2-3 months, but you'll find if you can win today and tomorrow and then a week and then a couple weeks and then a month, and then a couple months, and you get past a couple months of avoiding the criticizing, the complaining, the condemning that's talked about in great books like How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. I mean, you're going to be more successful. You're going to be more optimistic. Problems are still going to come. Challenges are still going to slap you in the face, but you're going to have the resolve and the positivity to look for the solutions instead of staring at the problems. Well, those are the 3 reasons why optimism wins, and I invite you to take action on those today and change your trajectory as a business owner, as a person, as a member of a family, and see the benefits that come with it, especially avoiding talking negative or criticizing anybody. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.